Like to call the January 2nd, 2025 organizational meeting to order, please. Start with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning.
Morning.
All right, now I would like to open the floor for nominations for the board chair.
And I would nominate Lance as the 2025 chair.
I will second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Do we have any discussion? None? Any further nominations? None? Okay, acknowledge the motions have ceased. Call for a roll call vote, please.
Hoffman, aye.
McClellan, aye.
Granzo, aye.
Motion carried. I'll hand it over to you, Lance.
All right, thank you. Next is appointment of the 2025 board vice chair.
Lance, I make a motion to appoint Renee McClellan as the 2025 vice chair.
I'll second that motion. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of today's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is approval of minutes, which we have none. We have no claims for payment. So let's go to appointment of board members for our county representation.
Lance, I'd make a motion to appoint the following boards and commissions for 2025. Emergency Management, McClellan. Emergency Management Alternate, Hoffman. Hardin County Solid Waste Commission, Granzo, alternate, Hoffman. EMS Council, McClellan. Hoffman is the alternate. Workforce Board, Granzo, Micah, McClellan, Hoffman alternate. Region 6 Planning Commission, Granzo, Hoffman alternate. Second Judicial District Board of Directors, McClellan, Hoffman alternate. Heartland Risk Pool Board, Granzo, Auditor Peters alternate. Juvenile Detention Center, Granzo, alternate Hoffman. North Iowa Response Group, Thomas Creighton, alternate Hoffman. Hardin County Fire Association, McClellan, Granzo alternate. 911 Board, McClellan, alternate Granzo. Board of Health, Hoffman, alternate Granzo. DCAT Board, McClellan, alternate Granzo. Greenbelt, Hoffman, alternate Granzo. CICS, Hoffman. Iowa River Trail, McClellan.
I will second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is attendance at the Iowa State Association of Counties.
I will make a motion to authorize attendance by county employees to the meetings set up by the Iowa State Association of Counties for 2025. And that expenses for those attending be paid by the county, which the courthouse remains open on those days of those meetings.
I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next are the holiday closings.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the following holidays for 25 and one holiday in 26. So Martin Luther King Day, January 20th, 2025, Memorial Day, May 26th, 2025, Independence Day, July 4th, 2025, Labor Day, September 1st, 2025, Veterans Day, November 11th, 2025, Thanksgiving, November 27th and 28th, 2025, Christmas, December 24th and 25th, 25, and New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
The only question was the Christmas, was to be closed Christmas Eve day or the day after Christmas. So anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Because I'm more than willing to change if somebody'd rather have the day after Christmas, but it seems and
It's
that-
Christmas is on a Thursday. I mean, if we switch to Friday, that'd be a 4-day weekend. But do people prefer Wednesday or Friday?
I think people prefer the day after.
Yeah, in this case, yeah, because of the 4-day weekend, yeah.
And the state's set up that way as well.
Okay, so, I'd make an amendment then to my motion. And so it would be the 26th of December. So I just call for the vote on the amendment.
All in favor, say aye.
Did we ever think about doing President's Day instead of MLK?
Let me get on this one.
Okay, sorry.
All in favor on the amendment of the 25th and the 26th? Say aye.
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 So the motion then would be the dates with the change of the 24 to 26. for
Correct.
Christmas.
Right.
Now, further discussion on this, you asked about the MLK versus President's Day.
Mhm.
We changed that a few years ago because that too also coincides with the state holiday with clerk of court.
So just to educate is that the state's holidays, the clerk of court's office is gonna be open. Even if it's a state holiday, we have to somehow man the security.
Right,
So
that
if
happened
we-
this year, didn't it, with Christmas Eve?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we're trying to coincide as best as we can with them to,
makes sense.
Along with the attorneys as well that have to be here for
Yeah.
those days.
so, yeah. But now you know, and knowing's half the battle.
Yeah, it is. It just seems like it's a long stretch from January to May.
It is.
Amen.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we have the legal papers.
I would make a motion to name the following papers as the legal newspapers for 2025. That would be the Times Citizen, the Ackley World Journal, and the Eldora Herald Index.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next I have are the 2025 appointments.
Okay, the first is the appointment of Michael Emerson to serve a 6-year term on the Civil Service Commission.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Next I have is approving, ask for the approval of the appointment of Larry Johnson to the Civil Service Commission for a 3-year term.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next would be the appointment of Brian Mites to the County Conservation Board for a 5-year term.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next I have is appointment of Roger Sutton to the Zoning Adjustment Board for a 5-year term.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next I have is the nomination of Kevin Knutson to the Zoning Adjustment Board to fill an unexpired term through December 31st, 2027.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next I have is appointing the following individuals as members of the Hardin County Condemnation Board for a 1-year term. Farmers, Everett Harms, Steve Perry, Glenn Carpenter, Mark Walvance. Realtors, Ed Bear, Brad Fielen, Keita Reynolds, Leon Herndon, Norm Houston. Business people, John Zosky, Roseanne Primus, Greg Savo, Brent Perry, Russ Reynolds. Property owners, Steve Manager, Scott Earl Williams, Chris Renahan, Jeremiah Andrews, Robert Nazario, and Lisa Lawler. And that's all I have, Lance.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? We still have openings on these.
Yep, farmers, real estate, business people, and maybe one more property owner. And the big thing with the condemnation board, Lance, is that in events of eminent domain, these people's names will be put in a hat and the district court judge will draw out a certain amount, then screen for any conflicts of interest. And those people would be, asked to set and determine property valuations for any eminent domain proceedings.
Any other discussion? I know we didn't reach out to all these people. If they don't want to be on it, they're gonna have to reach back to us.
Right.
Otherwise, we just redo them every year. Hearing any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I would move for the appointment of Kathy Howe to the Pioneer Cemetery Board for a 3-year term.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Now make a motion to appoint Paul Martin as the weed commissioner for a 1-year term commencing on March 1st, 2025.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I'd go ahead, Renee.
I'll make a motion to appoint Wes Weiss to the Prairie Rivers of Iowa Resource Conservation and Development Board for a term of 1 year commencing on January 1st.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think he's been serving on that board also, so.
Well, actually, Chris Barber was, and Chris
Chris,
left to go to Winnebago
Sure.
County. And so Wes, we may revisit this at a later date. Wes was trying to find somebody else, but at this point, Wes was more than happy to serve. So,
Okay.
yep.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Before I go to township trustees, there was a Greenbelt Home Care Health. We don't appoint that. That's in their bylaws. So that's why that wasn't brought up. And the mental health advisory is no more, correct?
I believe they're not going to meet.
Correct, that can be just.
So that's why those two aren't on there. Just want to point that out. Now let's go to township trustees.
Lance, I'd make a motion to appoint Scott Ellingson as Alden Township trustee for a 4-year term.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? There's still one more opening there. If they'd like to find somebody and bring back to us. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, is the appointment of Dwight Schooneman and Scott Niederhoff as Clay Township trustees for a 4-year term.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I have is the appointment of Milo Nelson and Dylan Lumen as Concord Township trustees for a 4-year term.
And I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I have is the appointment of Kurt Crosser and Chuck Walters as Eldora Township trustees for 4-year term.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I have is appointment of Greg Gilbert as Ellis Township trustee for a 4-year term.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
And we still have an opening there as well, correct, Lance?
I think so, yes.
And I've been in contact with one of the trustees and secretary, and they're trying to actively find someone.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, I'd ask for the approval of Bill Eibling and Paul Williams as Etna Township trustees for a 4-year term.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Go ahead, Renee.
I'll make a motion to appoint Dallas Knudsen as Grant Township trustee. And we are currently looking for a second appointment, but this time we'll make the appointment of Dallas.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
I
Motion carries.
make a motion to appoint Keith Robinson and Tyler Prohaska as Hardin Township trustees.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
I
Motion carries.
make a motion to appoint Mike Reed and Mike Rawl as Jackson Township trustees for 4-year terms.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And also make the appointment of Austin Ferris and Stan Granzo as Pleasant Township trustees for 1-year terms.
I would second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Did you say 1-year term or 4-year term?
It should be 4-year term for on January 1st. How's that?
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Make motion to approve the appointment of Slade Ferris and Marvin Williams as Providence Township trustees for 4-year terms.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And make motion to approve the appointment of Lynn Holacek and Charles Runge as Sherman Township trustees for 4-year terms.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Motion carries.
And make motion to approve the appointments of Mark Granzo and Isaac Knutson as Township trustees for 4-year terms.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Motion carries.
And also the motion to approve the appointments of Ron Galloway and Jerry Rash as Union Township trustees for 4-year terms.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, before we set our meeting days, on all these township trustees, if they haven't notified us, they've been renewed and if nobody's replied to reach out to, we just reappoint them in most of these cases.
Yeah.
But we try to have them find trustees for us outside of Buckeye who are elected. I just wanted to throw that statement out there. So if they don't want on here, they're gonna have to tell us. Okay, moving on. Consideration to approve setting date and time for the 2025 regular board meeting.
Lance, I'd make a motion to set Wednesdays at 9 AM in the large conference room of the Hardin County Courthouse for the 2025 Board of Supervisors regular meetings. And that any supervisors meetings that fall on a holiday will be canceled for that week.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Now I have is approval of medical examiner agreement.
Make a motion to approve the medical examiner agreement with Dr. Curtis O'Laughlin, effective January 1st, 25 through January 1st, 26, at the rate of $300 per case plus mileage.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Motion carries.
Also make the motion to approve the medical examiner and investigator services agreements with Marla Williams, Eric Eugenio, and Thomas Creighton, effective January 1st, 2025 through January 1st, 2026, at $335 per case plus mileage.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the 2025-01 resolution name and depositories.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve resolution 25-01.
And I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
EJ?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the investment policy.
I lost the investment. Let's see.
It's, yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve the investment policy as presented.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the 2025-02 construction evaluation resolution.
Make a motion to approve the resolution number 2025-2, construction evaluation resolution.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all roll call.
Renee?
Aye.
EJ?
Aye.
Lance?
Aye. Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the 2025-03 Hardin County embargo resolution.
Lance, I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-03.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
AJ,
Aye.
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye, motion carries. Now is consideration to approve the Title VI non-discrimination agreement and assurance agreement.
I make a motion to approve said policy.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next is consideration to approve the proclamation for National Human Trafficking Prevention Month.
One more resolution, Lance.
Which one do you?
Resolution 25-04, the temporary road closures.
Oop, I skipped right over that.
So Lance, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25-04, temporary road closures in Hardin County.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Aye.
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye, motion carries. Now I'm back on track. Consideration to approve the proclamation for National Human Trafficking.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the proclamation for National Human Trafficking Month of January 2025.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
motion carries. Next is consideration to acknowledge the sheriff's report for December.
We'll make a motion to approve the sheriff's report for the month of December.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now I have a change of status.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the resignation of Elena Rupke. She was a correctional officer, part-time at the sheriff's office at a rate of $21.79 an hour, effective 12/27/24.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Other business. It's New Year.
New Year, just kind of waiting on the CICS, and regional mental health to see where things are going to play out there. So, could be some shifting in roles and responsibilities. And we just I'm gonna work hard to figure out how we maintain the continuity of operations, because, the services that both our residents here in Hardin County and those across our region, that I think we have a pretty good system in place. And I don't think that the mechanism in which the state government is changing things is going to be the best for our residents or the members of our region. So I think it's gonna take a lot more due diligence to make sure that people don't slip through those cracks. And so that's what keeps me up at night right now. So we just gotta fight the good fight.
Okay. Any other business?
Do you have any information, Lance? If I don't wanna like ambush you here, anything on juvenile detention where,
Not at this point, no.
okay.
No ambush, it's pretty easy. Any other business? Hearing none, public comment,
none.
none. Adjournment.
Hold on, Amanda, you're here. What do you got for us?
Oh my gosh,
Tell me something good this morning.
in the world of public health,
Yeah,
we have free CPR classes to anybody who lives in or works in Hardin County. It is the student's expense for the card.
right. And that's like $15, right?
22
Oh,
is
is
the
it?
most,
Oh.
yeah.
Inflation has CPR.
Some of them are $8, others are 22.
Okay,
We have free gun locks throughout the county.
Okay.
So that initiative is still going on. We have free condoms throughout the county. That is still going. We also, exciting news, are now able to do STI testing.
Yep.
So anybody who doesn't have insurance or they can't afford the testing, we can do that for free. And we also have medications to be able to treat. We will test for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Those are the big ones. Syphilis is on the rise. So hoping to try to bring that rate down with this program. Um,
And the treatment, the antibiotics, those things are available as well, correct? And what's the cost for those?
those are free
Okay,
through
that's what
a state contract.
Yep,
Yep. We're still doing the sexual abuse prevention programmings at the school, offering that same programming, which is, darkness to light for adults. So if your organization is interested in having that, it's about a 2-hour long, virtual class, so you can do it at any time.
car seat installation technicians too?
Still, myself and Jenna, we are still
Okay.
certified car seat technicians. We do have car seats available in our office. We have from infant carriers to convertibles to combinations, high back boosters and no back boosters. So that is free through the state as well.
Tom
I'll
said,
just add to that, that thinking about that as parents, but grandparents need to also think about that. Because the grandparent has to have a proper car seat as well as the parent. So grandparents should be looking at getting their car seats checked if they don't.
Yeah,
Already do that.
absolutely.
And sometimes instead of a whole car seat,
You can
you can get the base
Yeah.
Mhm.
and save yourself some money if that's the concern or
I find that an
something.
important.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
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 Grandparents and those that are transporting kids tend to forget that
Mhm.
Yeah,
they need it as well.
Thank you, Thomas. That's a good thing to point out. And a lot of times with grandparents, because they don't have the child with them frequently or all the time, the child can outgrow the car seat
Mhm.
or, there's a couple different ways that we can attach a car seat to the seat, whether it be with the anchor system or with the car seat, the actual seat belt.
Mhm.
So we do a lot of education around that as well. We still have the WIC program that we are a part of. There's a lot of different things. We've got the Stop the Bleed program that is state funded. For any organization who would like to have, they have to be a nonprofit. But we can deliver a Stop the Bleed kit and go through the training on how to stop the bleed, so.
do you take used car seats?
We don't, just because we can't verify that it hasn't been in an accident or damaged in any way. So what we recommend is parents or grandparents who have a used car seat, save it, take it to Target. Once or twice a year, they have a bring back initiative. You can return used car seats and they will give you like a $50 credit off of a new one.
So if you don't like Amanda's red booster seat and you have a seat that your kid outgrows and you want a blue one, take it to Target, get your $50 towards the blue one or the plaid one that you really want.
I just like the idea of not throwing them away.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, we just can't
Yeah.
prove that they have or haven't been in
Mhm.
an accident.
Currently Webster County does not have a CPST, so a child passenger safety
Mhm.
seat technician. And so, they have been reaching out to us, which is really nice, being able to help support another county. And ensuring that their littlest passengers ride safely. So we
That's
have
nice.
done quite a few seat checks. Typically, I just meet them in Iowa Falls at Quick Star. It's a really quick checklist and ensure that their kiddos are being transported as safely as possible. So, not through public health, but we do have an EMT class that's starting January 16th. So anybody interested in becoming an EMT, there is gap funding for that, so.
That's here at the fire station and all that.
It'll be at the EMS building.
yeah.
Yep, so, and I will be the instructor for that. So,
What's going on?
lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, I knew.
I'm always looking to do more things just to raise awareness, right? Public health is about prevention, promoting, and protecting. And so being able to not just pull our faces out when bad things happen, like COVID. I want people to have an awareness of what public health does to support the communities, so
Thank you.
absolutely. Thanks for asking. BJ.
Yeah, thank you. Stick around. I have one other question after the meeting for you.
Sure.
Thank you.
One other thing while we're talking about the EMT is firefighter one's happening starting January 13th. We currently have 20 students in that class at Ackley Fire Department. I'll be teaching that class in cooperation with multiple other instructors, but we've got 20 students out of the county and a few out of Franklin, Butler, and Brent.
Nice.
How does somebody sign up for that, Thomas?
They have to show up on the 13th.
Oh, just show up. Okay. And what time did you say?
6.
6.
How many people can you take?
We're probably getting close. 25 is probably about as max as it gets because of the space in the fire department. And then skills and things like that to be able to manage students.
Are some of those, I mean, is it kind of coverage from all over Hardin County that's participating? It is, oh,
Yeah.
good.
I've gotten like 10 communities on the list, 10 or 12 communities on the list.
Good.
So we held it in actually because they're the first ones that asked for it and they had 3 right away. And then it's also that it's close for Franklin, Butler, and Brentwood to all come to that corner
True.
and participate out of their counties as well.
Very good.
Good.
It's 140 hours. It will go 2 nights a week through April 10th or 15th, something like that.
Okay.
Good, thank you.
Other business?
I do have one thing
Yeah.
to say. Today is the first day of the new motor vehicle, increase fees. If you purchase your vehicle January 1st or after, you will have an extra fee to pay for each title transfer. So the title transfer fee was $25. It'll be $25 plus $10 fee. If you put a lien on your vehicle, it used to be $10, now it's gonna be $20. And your road use tax, is the 5% of the purchase price plus the $10 fee. So that's new legislation that went into effect yesterday. So that, it's gonna be out there. DOT didn't advertise the increases,
No, they want you to take the blame for it.
So look at,
So how much
but
does the county retain out of
The
that?
situation is this, it's win for the county. Because those $10 increases are going to be held and kept by the county. So none of that money is gonna go to the state, because they haven't been funding us to be able to, do the service that we need to do for them. For our citizens, so hopefully that will help in property taxes, that we're gonna get those increased fees. But the situation also is that now anybody can go to any county to do their title transfer. You have to still do your registration in the county in which you live in, but the title transfer, you can go to any county. So
Which that's hard on small counties.
it could be, we just don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen with
Yeah.
dealers.
I mean, a lot of times if the dealer is handling the paperwork, they're gonna send it to whatever
We
county they're
we
in.
don't know what they're
Yeah.
going to do yet, so.
But if you want, yeah, I can just, out of personal experience and knowing people that live in bigger communities, you get better customer service in the small counties. Let's just be honest. So I hear great things about people's experiences.
It would be the smaller counties surrounding that big.
Yeah, they could profit from this. But Lance, with Michelle's, all of her fees, what I told you about the fact that state income tax went down to 3.8, there goes your profits there, Lance.
Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, your check got bigger, but so did your title transfers.
Work with buying so many cars. Yeah.
Happy New Year, Lance.
That note, any other business? Well, nothing else. Adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.